Friendships are one of the most important relationships in our lives. They bring joy, support, laughter, and connection. But not every friendship is healthy. Some can be harmful and draining instead of uplifting. Toxic friendships often creep in quietly, making it difficult to notice the damage until it's already affecting your self-esteem, peace of mind, and overall happiness. Recognizing the warning signs can help you protect yourself and set healthier boundaries. Below are 7 major signs of a toxic friendship, with a deeper look at how they show up, why they matter, and what to do about them. 1. Constant negativity. A healthy friendship should leave you feeling better, not worse, after spending time together. If your friend constantly criticizes you, points out your flaws, or makes you feel inadequate, that's a sign of toxic negativity. Sometimes this negativity comes in the form of sarcastic jokes at your expense, backhanded compliments, or comparing you to others in ways that make you feel less than. What makes constant negativity harmful is its gradual effect on your confidence. Over time, you may start doubting yourself, second-guessing your decisions, or internalizing their harsh words. Instead of a supportive cheerleader, you're left with someone who acts like a critic. Negativity can also take the form of emotional dumping. If your friend always unloads their problems on you without considering your capacity to listen or never shows interest in your own struggles, it creates an unbalanced emotional exchange. You end up feeling drained, as though you are their therapist rather than an equal in the friendship. True friends bring positivity, encouragement, and constructive feedback when necessary. A toxic friend, however, makes you feel heavier after each interaction. Ask yourself, after spending time with them, do you feel uplifted or depleted? That emotional check-in often reveals the truth. If negativity dominates the relationship, it may be time to step back or create firmer boundaries around how much time and energy you invest. 2. One-sided effort. Friendship should never feel like a one-way street. If you are always the one initiating plans, checking in, or offering support, while your friend rarely reciprocates, that's a sign of imbalance. In toxic friendships, one person often takes the other for granted, expecting them to always be available while putting in little effort themselves. This lack of reciprocity can leave you feeling unappreciated and undervalued. You may start questioning whether they even care about you, or if you're only in their life because of what you provide. Healthy friendships thrive on mutual effort, whether that's sharing responsibilities, showing interest in each other's lives, or offering emotional support in tough times. One-sided friendships often show up in small patterns. You notice you're the one who texts first. They cancel plans frequently without rescheduling, or they expect you to be there for them but disappear when you need help. Over time, this imbalance builds resentment. It's important to remember that friendships aren't always perfectly balanced. Life circumstances can make one person more available than the other at certain times. But if the lack of effort becomes a consistent pattern, it signals toxicity. Relationships need give and take to survive. If you find yourself putting in all the work, consider having an honest conversation about how you feel. Sometimes, people don't realize their behavior until it's pointed out. But if they dismiss your feelings or continue to take without giving, that's a clear sign the friendship may not be worth your energy. 3. Lack of support. One of the most meaningful aspects of friendship is having someone who celebrates your victories and comforts you during challenges. But in a toxic friendship, you may find your achievements met with jealousy, dismissal, or indifference instead of genuine happiness. Perhaps you share exciting news like getting a new job, starting a relationship, or achieving a personal goal, and your friend quickly changes the subject or downplays your accomplishment. Instead of celebrating with you, they might make snide remarks, such as, "must be nice," or "I could have done that too." This lack of support can be deeply discouraging and make you hesitant to share good news in the future. Similarly, During difficult times, a toxic friend may avoid offering comfort, minimize your struggles, or even make it about themselves. For instance, you might share a tough experience, and instead of listening, they respond with, "Well, you think that's bad? Let me tell you what happened to me." This lack of empathy erodes the trust and emotional safety necessary for a real friendship. Healthy friends uplift you, validate your experiences, and stand beside you in both highs and lows. When that support is missing or worse, replaced by competition or indifference, you're left feeling isolated even in the presence of someone who should care about you. If your friend consistently fails to support you, it may be time to reevaluate the relationship. Support is not optional in friendship, it's a foundation. Without it, the relationship is little more than energy drain. 4. Manipulation or control. Manipulation is one of the clearest signs of a toxic friendship. Instead of treating you as an equal, a manipulative friend uses guilt, pressure, or subtle tactics to control your actions. They may make you feel obligated to do things for them, even at the cost of your own comfort or boundaries. For example, they might say things like, "If you were a real friend, you'd do this for me," or guilt trip you for spending time with other people. Over time, these tactics chip away at your independence, leaving you feeling trapped in the friendship. Manipulative friends often use your kindness against you. They may exaggerate their needs, play the victim to get sympathy, or twist situations so you feel at fault. This creates a power imbalance where their needs always outweigh yours. Another form of control is possessiveness. A toxic friend might get jealous if you hang out with other people or try to monopolize your time. Instead of encouraging your growth and connections, they limit your freedom to ensure you revolve around them. True friendship should never feel like manipulation or coercion. You should feel free to say no without fear of guilt or punishment. If you constantly feel pressured or controlled, it's a sign that the friendship is unhealthy. Breaking free from manipulation often requires setting clear boundaries and standing firm, even if it makes the other person upset. Remember, a healthy friend respects your choices, while a toxic one tries to take them away. 5. Frequent drama. Every relationship encounters occasional disagreements, but in a toxic friendship, drama is constant. Instead of moments of joy and connection, the friendship feels like a cycle of conflict, gossip, and emotional chaos. Drama-prone friends often thrive on stirring up tension. They might gossip excessively about others, drag you into conflicts that don't involve you, or create unnecessary problems within your circle. While drama may seem exciting at first, it eventually becomes exhausting. You may notice a pattern where minor issues turn into major arguments, or you're always stuck playing peacemaker. These friendships often lack stability. You never know when the next argument, silent treatment, or emotional outburst will occur. This unpredictability can cause stress and anxiety, leaving you walking on eggshells. Drama can also show up as competitiveness, where your friend constantly compares themselves to you and tries to one-up your achievements. Instead of celebrating your success, they create tension by turning everything into a rivalry. Healthy friendships bring peace, not chaos. While occasional disagreements are normal, constant drama indicates deeper issues such as immaturity, insecurity, or a lack of respect. Over time, this constant turbulence takes a toll on your emotional well-being. If your friendship feels like a soap opera, it may be time to ask yourself whether the stress is worth it. Often, the healthiest choice is stepping back and creating space from the constant drama. 6. Disrespect of boundaries. Boundaries are essential in any healthy relationship, including friendships. They define what makes you comfortable and protect your well-being. A toxic friend, however, often disregards or tests these boundaries. Maybe you've asked them not to share personal details about you, yet they gossip about your private life. Or perhaps you've told them you need space, but they bombard you with calls and messages. This disregard shows a lack of respect for your needs and autonomy. Boundary violations can also be more subtle. For example, they may pressure you into doing things you're uncomfortable with, push past your limits, or make you feel guilty for prioritizing your own well-being. Over time, this erodes your sense of safety within the friendship. Respecting boundaries is about valuing the other person's individuality. A healthy friend understands that no is a complete sentence and does not require explanation. They recognize that you have your own life, commitments, and limits. In contrast, toxic friends view boundaries as obstacles to their desires. They may see your no as negotiable or interpret your limits as a personal rejection. This creates an unhealthy dynamic where your needs are always secondary to theirs. If your boundaries are consistently disrespected, the friendship becomes unsustainable. Boundaries are not about pushing people away. They're about protecting your energy so you can show up as your best self. A friend who doesn't honor that is showing you where they truly stand. 7. Feeling undervalued. At the core of a friendship is the feeling of being valued and appreciated. If your friend makes you feel invisible, unimportant, or easily replaceable, that's a major sign of toxicity. You may notice they rarely thank you, acknowledge your efforts, or show gratitude for the ways you support them. Instead, they act entitled to your time and energy. Over time, this lack of appreciation chips away at your self-worth, making you question whether the relationship has any real meaning. Another way undervaluing shows up is when your friend doesn't prioritize you. They may constantly cancel plans, forget important dates, or only reach out when they need something. Their actions make it clear that the friendship isn't a priority in their life. Feeling undervalued can also come from emotional neglect. You might open up about your struggles, only to receive disinterest or dismissive responses. Instead of feeling seen and understood, you're left feeling alone, even when you're with them. Healthy friendships make you feel respected, appreciated, and loved for who you are. Toxic friendships, on the other hand, erode your sense of belonging. If you often feel like your presence doesn't matter, that's a powerful sign the friendship is not serving you. You deserve to be in relationships where your time, effort, and emotions are valued. If your friend consistently makes you feel otherwise, it may be time to reconsider whether this connection deserves a place in your life. Final thoughts. Toxic friendships can be just as damaging as toxic romantic relationships. They drain your energy, erode your confidence, and prevent you from thriving. By recognizing these 7 signs, constant negativity, one-sided effort, lack of support, manipulation, frequent drama, disrespect of boundaries, and feeling undervalued, you can start to identify unhealthy dynamics and take steps toward healthier relationships. Remember, you are worthy of friendships that bring out the best in you. Surround yourself with people who support, uplift, and respect you. Healthy friendships should add joy to your life, not take it away.